na ene adum bi ena adum yen free sabria kopim se no nsia ebebodo meda wase de edikan se empo wode ontuma asaba bebo bedie emu meda wase se wode ontuma aba bebo eye Wontumi TV adie emu ene awie free sabria kopim se no nsia ebebo nso de se ne empo wachu su Wontumi TV se wode ontuma ebo ye de na no na chese yenso ye new hwamo de ekoso ewo ye man Ghana yimu de ekoso a ehuhia ewo aman foforo so no ye bebobo de na ye de nyina abro ene awie enti meda wase de edikan midin ede kwaku Chiramaten Cancer Cake edie on behalf of the production team Kofinto and only the team also ene awie enti meda Kofinto ase ene awie ni ochinchim cameras ede amame eye Pepra Wilson ono ena ochinchim cameras no ede amame ene awie MCR Nana Kwame ewo MCR one the team ni nyina ni nuanom Fred ena fensoro Bosheba medom nyina nso ase na ye to adwumadie no so ade me kai wo se adwumadie nyina no etwagu ewo social media eno nti eye Facebook eye Wontumi TV live ewo Facebook eti ubetumi ajoin enso ewo Facebook sanso ena eye Wontumi TV live ewo YouTube enti YouTube nso do ahye nso eho no eye Wontumi TV live ewo YouTube yatra say die ene ensem ewo ho na da be puna ensem edi ho adichinye bia di emu ensem na enei empadifo a ebeje bre na tena dwumadie yi so no eye honorable Andrews Bediako openi eye former MCE ewo German South constituency and as a district or better still municipality itiede ura Andrews Bediako ewo dwumadie so a yene no ebetoatoa adwere oye former MCE enchekra otnase dwumadie so na sanso na enchekra na Daniel ni Teiko enche odonso obetene Daniel ni Teiko a member of the NPP communications team. Daniel ni Teiko member of a year bride a champion so team ewaha na communications no ono ena a lady communications team for a year bride ewo Asante Mantem Hantiene Daniel ni Teiko enso ebetnase na yatoato adwene ediafa ensem awro eho ensem de ewo ho bat me kai wo se ene awie otwea herbal fo nso ebetnase na obodi aba bedi nkomo na enchekra otwea herbal etnase na yedi nkomo ewo dwumadie so na efri sabria kopim se no nsia ebebodo de ifodina na metwa ede a kire no na na dai na ekro yebewra ensebudum but currently as I speak brashe bedwafie eho I am very busy brashe bedwafie I am very busy I just say omo toatoa adwene ewo ho na ene wodim say budget statement ato is forcing omo betra akoya mu esui 10-11 months ede yewomi na ato is forcing ene yede ehye omo nsa ene ye ba behwe na chese wakalinsem last year by this time I say you read the budget no na NDC for si obuntina se and I just say budget statement no cry na fa here ko say last year too soon na just say NDC for e de kroi abomobo say omo e de entunum en from akakra ye ba beto abaw ye pesika na che say ye de awrade o mayi atoto to ne mayi atumi atua adwumayefo ka following year no NDC force there be omo no de omo parliamentarians no will rather more or less be indisciplined na omo conduct omo done the last year ye nyina ye hu bi ye nyina ye TV eno no meka eno no de Alban Bagbin when who se brashe bidwafo no omo suban no na enye na ntwa ye bombet na business of the house budget statement and the Alban Bagbin when who na nene na nsa de afenyo market and the minority bisa Paul Bafuboni Justice Paul Bafuboni omo tutu na no de omo conduct na de or the chaupa ma judiciary na next time no obe crack whip no but last year just around this time omo so omo ntenase omo na majority Mr. Bejra Emmanuel Bejranum Governor Agbuja Roxin the fear baponum ayo mo adwene se eba no blows kra omo beko no eno no de Bagbin ehu se NDC for the omo ye no de enye NPP bebisa lawful questions e wo brashe bidwafie de or the chopper ma judiciary eno abebisa then e course no no the chopper ma judiciary but that's just by the way and budget statement yeah try say you betie ebu ensem akosi awieye na yehu said ye NDC for super so erane oman 133 no ne ho kro de ba dey no mo ede eba new taxes ana mafidie no enase ya enche kra no ye de emu ensem de nyina ebro me kombre na me koba ni aka nyina be de ebro and the chairman Wontumi was in court deity and chairman Wontumi esa kopie mu ewo asemdibia ye kwaba ni ye the detailed information nyina abro. What's the latest on a military swoop any arrest aura a course asantimantem ha from mantem and afi ahafo mantem ho a military swoop any arrest no then and a latest befidino and ha and what's the latest ewo wo enra Ghana Armed Forces recruitment ejumaya emebdu enye binye omo atna omo somewhere parents ahwe omo ekwa akope bibia ba bedi nipa ensia efrimu ya and seem it's business as usual nipa ensia ewu ya humpelifo bi parliamentarians bia obo and it's funny, very funny. Yakoba, ya the sad detailed information in also ebebro. Meantime, in between time, this is Talk Ghana live on Wontumi TV. So, but right about now, Menko na yenkotie ochia heba opedi atnase. Boss, mema akwaba.
Meje so me ofa kiki.
Na ho ye de.
Radu gusu hwe me.
Ejuma mu boko.
Wa oni twa.
That's right. And also they are very biblical. Very biblical.
Yeah. Yes. Last week na ubi ayibi na wo kire so obo ade nyina na wo kire me wie na me de Bible quotations be support here. Me wie na so for panyin bi frame me. Obi sha me say wan ma me say ni me die no aba na me so yankopo na gaza ko fa so ye na de and it's true ni pam penokre enipa mpenokre ade njina meka sa obi anu maduru beboro 10 years ohun sunsanso obi a wo yade na wo yare no ohun sensa kire bi ba ene yegusu ne yeshi ni nkura yere honom wanu maduru beboro 10 years enti wo no odofo me ntimi maduru nto aso be 7 months na me hu hwe meja no tide bia ya tena ha asema meka ne se ye duru se wonnom ne se wo de sa yade bi na busumi mienu ohun sunsanso papa bi aja no memwo tani to aduru foforo because aduru we de bia de meka ne say yes plans and I say wish you could you be say what are wish yes wish wanted plans so what you say into wanted plans no okuani ni de wo so wo ye bayirifu into okono kutwitwa champon ne saa ayina no ono odi jatum no ahye no because hia no e wanted but de ono atwitwa no say e wanted no eno so you obi dia ono kokeka boma no de aye aduru no de aye habanduru no de amaye enti de hia wo bi na e wanted mo bi ba de e wanted no so you obi important thing so what you say ma me na wase na menchia adofo ne ahwefo na memfo mu nko Divine Hope Herbal Center na menkancho mu se Divine Hope Herbal Center ya so ye kese no wo Kumasi Hamakru abusuakuru wa junction Kumasi Makru krono afrancho kwan no so Kumasi Makru abusuakuru wa junction ho na Divine Hope Herbal Center so ye kese no yeni akofa aduru nwanwaso a yato din se wotwea herbal pada na yemra ne si ejane hyewa wa na wo beba orofo wotwea herbal pada no eyenubna enhaban nkohini eni nu enuanu nyuro ena yakeka bom eni yaje ne powdered form we ya yam fiko eni yedi agu adia na husuo no eye green anase ahaban munum enti sei no wotwea herbal pada no etie ye ne yehwe television no eni Facebook no sei ene tie ni ye aduroi opimfo numbi akoda wonya mfie dumienu enum bi afei enchiri hwe ni nyina ne se akogum se bi unim twa wutimi de twa ade bia wonum bia no wutimi de ye na ye woniema bi wo ho a wode ya na ano edinti ya ne empese mo de beye emema no titiru na ya na ehia ye na empege enka obi ka se empege anya adura wono ma sebe obeka wama kakra bia na wukugya wonan enti wo se mintimi num bi nkwa aduma da bi aduru empege ensa anya nwono minhu adura anya nwono kora se ebida we wudi abeka se tombra na wudi ebitimi tigu na num sa no wawe na wudi a wohia ye nsuo de se wo sisi ye wo ya sisi ya de atena wo so akyemfie bebre wo na mekamfo wotwea heba pada ma obi sisi atim obi sisi asuga se ofro kampa just wo soro mate se bi umpia meto ma me na memfro adai sisi ni mu huma nyina atete wo na wonya wotwea heba pada anopa baako anwumra baako ye wohia ye nsuo de anopa te baako gum numna no mame anwumra to aso na yesa acha ye na wotwe miensa wo dofo a wutie mia na wo hwame me se acha na wotwe miensa onum to aso a sisi yade a atena wo so mfie bebre agya no e ba be gya no wagina brane se oba ana bema wodie no se bi enyini na kofa bae obi die nam yade na kofa bae obi si yade ne yabusua yade ti wonya mfie aduonu mu kwa na osisi echim we nya japade yade gya nchirima odofo pesisi yade no ho aduro a wo hia so aye wotwea heba powder koko ama wo yafunu bom koko nti wo de takra enu wasum wo hyase no hyase wo matches stick no wo de enu ma anya wo de sese wo de takra na enu ma sese kura wo pete takra pete nsusu abaifu mu kwa no na sabi wo mu de tuko nti pete ashoto odofo yi pe otwea heba pada akiri kwan abra koko ama wo yafunu bom koko ama wo ni so wisi koko nti wo gya na okokɔbo etwea ba koko nti sabi wo gya na bo nse moja kakra ewom obi adwale awie na special wadwale nso onwunu no na ne ho ya na henenu otiti ne ho wanhwa abeka se nam yade bi ne wanya eye koko nso nsanso no na bodura wo hia aye wotwea heba pada na anopa baako anwumra baako acha ye na wotwe miensa se koko no wodi na gu widiem se koko no wo ye oba agji wanim aboso wantwe ponso wontimi mpie sabi wonya otwea heba pada ni bia na wonom toa so na wotwe miensa ma ya koko ni nyina be free ni padua ni moko na wo so wagina brane se oba ana bema na wo ye bema ne se koko yade ana sisi yade betena wo so cha acha ye mfie mienu wonda manama na pagye omunsa mienu wo wiem si akire wo se de omumu atuhio no enye loto number ni nyina ne se bema wo ye 2 minutes man ukosi nani ma petre pio no wajem odofo pe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan abre koko etete abre sisie no asuga meni wo kase wo bitu asintini etwe no wagye ne ho a enye doctors wanya sciatica sciatic nerve no edasa be woto ase wo no wo sire mu ho no ebesi woto wonantu ho no etwetwe wo de ho a enye mesi ye wade bi da ye patch wa ye friend dix na se nerves no emia na compress na de yaw bi abegya sciatic nerve no so enu nti wotena ase che wo sole na wotu ahwe obi se oti anka make say miti a make say wo be sole na nka da ne bo achibidin wo se anansi ache me ne na ye titiriti ne nsa ye titiriti wadura wo hia ye ba ko pe wotwea heba pada ne wo hia ye nsuo de anopa baako anwumra baako acha na wotwe miensa tubusome saa sciatica yade a atete mfie bebre no odofo ebegya obi akɔ clinic ho lab ne nurogu polytank mi na sebe duro bendem no wotwe enso wonya yaresa odofo ko pe otwea heba pada ne bi na sciatica yade no so be free so am wagina brane so oba ana bema sabi aduane to wo yafunu ma o bobena aduane ntoma o bobena ne nyina ne se doctor ka kire wo se wo yafunu ne kura be mo nya osa sabi wadi di no so wan ko liver so to bia no ma obense gyinagyina bo ebi bu ayere tan na ma no kon ayere tan wo twa intwa odofo yi hwehwe wo twa heba pada akiri kwan unya bia numbers ne go screens no so no fraya ne nim komo sesi ye wo se media ne yo osa ekwan be na memfa so wa meno mo twa heba pada no ebenya adagye ne akire kwan abefa so a obenu mo twa heba pada no ama osa yade a etete no wade ho afiri ho osa ye yade bi wo eba wo so a to da bi eja wa bo so ya kama kama to da bi na kan ho a odofo wan hwe beka so anya yanum yade bi kope wo twa heba pada ni bi na frem sesi abra osa etete wo ya branch ya prostrate no ha bi eba ho wo jonso tentem koda acha na do koda acha esima bia sa so le be jonso wo jonso bebru be mpredu ansa na ade ache ena America sei odofo wo jonso wo chimansa na Johnson aba wo wudi adanse se yesua no wo yi wuduro ben sa wo jonso a wo so Johnson na to se anu na wo nua ba di wachi anu osuesua te sen kam ya me de kwami wo so me nua ba ne pese osuesua me Johnson na kam de Johnson na spell me din KWAME ene wo wudi adanse se wo Johnson na si wo nitrase esi wo na ase pe we bon kai se dunso twa no abrantie o ha bi ba ho wo duro wo hia wo twea heba pada se wo de na duru mpempenso ya de roba atum ya to katita odofo wonya wo twea heba pada ni bia wo se me de na ato me roba ekwa be na me fa so ame no mo twea heba pada no abra prostrate ya de manya bi ya benya adagye ne akire okwan no abrantie obema sabe wo wuro ho wadwaya wo hwa na ato ni su wo na mfie aduana na enso na wo ba wo mfie na de eyepe tie wei se nyesunsun ma de bi a muntie ni abrantie a muntie me se nyesunsun yade ana anya dua bobi no obi abowa kope wo twea heba pada ni bi na wo be mana sabe afon atwea kom ayeketwa bi ayelengelenga ayesekreyo ayesestro no metro kwan abefa so oba no motwea heba pada na mame afi be mana be wura ba yirima na ewura na ma extra energy se be ma na wokosine ni ma wetimi apema ko ni na wo be ma kura wo mpe sabe na ma de yede ene ma wo mu pade emu odu sabe dadi lumba ekaye no wo se ema mpaje na gene abrante enkwagine gine obi ba pe wotwea heba pada ni bi abra be mana fon na atwea kom enyim to wo nsam fa no nten wa yensoso na de yede nsan ya no di nsuo koya odofo enyeye aduro ne ye wotwea heba pada wanya pressure wanya diabetes doctor do what we do so nunumu nuro no mame nduro no wanum bebru be 10 years mama men kan so nuro na wonum ne bere bi beduru ama yaka cho se be ma ebeje wo mema yo ato ho enu nti pe wotwea heba pada ni bi abra wanya BP anase abra wanya diabetes na oframi a wo se menya pressure menya diabetes ekwan be na memfa so amenu motwea heba pada ne nka enura doctor de ama me se menom no ho menya daje akyerew na wo benum na wo so wagina brane se bema ama me bema de unwu ya bema enu na da bia me ka se bema se wo ti ase na unwu ya wo no dofo ahia wo mpam no wantimi anto pakura eye 3000 na wo ya bema na se sa ya de we bi betratra wo so wa dofo tie nie wato pantra 300 ebasa enche no nya so toro wo ma nanim adura wo hia ye wotwea heba pada pressure no eto so wa ukoba akopena ahuna no ntutu otimi bin sabe tachima bayere odofo hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan udi se bia nya stroke da fom pe wotwea heba pada ni bi ma no ne fa nyina dodwo freme wo se medehye no nya stroke da fom ekwa be ne yema no wotwea heba pada ni bi odofo en sasa sabro ene haw ahututu ate wo so na edokoro wo awesa wo pe wotwea heba pada ni bi na freme sesi yi ema no muntie o mensese ma wodi ababa ko na atwa ukoye family planning ukoye wie menses ne mabiew ebetuntuntuntum unya wo menses ya na wo bobna wo twado wo kwan se de sebe akokọ ekoto no obai tieniye fibroid asase develop wo yefunu kope wotwea heba pada ni bi ensuo bi start gugu tieniye ahimfie ho ensuo na eba no enuku pleasant emano ko panka twade miensa enwumre tie mi emano utie mi a panka twade miensa abra won sa ahimfie won koye ensuo bi gugu unya nka twade ni bi akopɛ ɔtwe heba pada ni bi uwi afreme o menses na emano wo ma no umfa nsuo hie na benom muntie ni ye obai o menses ne fibroid no sabe ene sabe wase nsuo na egu na ekeka no umfa nsuo hie na benom unya wɔtwe heba pada ni bi emano mumfreme na menkyerɛ kwan abefa so a obenom wɔtwe heba pada no o pedudu atu a watakrade a betima konim die pharmacy takrade wa AA mensa ewo ho ejoso fo no enkokot dan ho win F heba ewo ho Queen Bobone ewo Madina Ray Junction ubenya bi ho Kesben FM ewo Circle ubenya bi won kran Angel TV ewo La Paz ubenya bi ato Jeff Heba ewo Mankasim Mumuni Away Enterprise ewo wa PK Gombila ewo Tamale odofo saso na meka kire wo se dia mono ewo eye Techiman ubenya bi ato odalo shops bi e won zema no ubenya bi ato ho Delight Pharmacy e wo Kofodua ubenya bi ato bia ne mantimi ammo location tienie bia ne mantimi ammo location ba Ghana ha de ba bia ton duro say ye herbal shop say ye pharmacy shop licensing chemical shop bia no ubowura ha ubenya wotwea herbal powder ni bi ato enti odofo je numbers no be ma mo banka agye e wo mpam ene new key bia ba last week mu amudi key no mu nyina mu di adanse ene new key bia ba mema no mfram ye kodi weekends no ne mfa key ni nka wotwea no ho ba oba bia kuta 7 gate keke oba bia was 7 gate na wo ya bema na no oba dia hyiemu wo mpam ne se obie first gate obie second gate obie third gate afi obie de tosonso no no oba no atwe ne to ase kakra no atwe ne mu no atiem agye enye ye na ye ne ye wo bie ki bi obi mie ma ne da wo ya branch okosini ani ma 10 minutes 5 minutes no agye tie ne pe wotwea heba pada unya wotwea nbia frame me di new key bi be kan ho na afi wapema ko ni wo da frame na se me pe 1 hour me pe 30 minutes me pe 1 hour 30 minutes enkokorafo no me seremo munye de ma ho odi betimi na nanse mo ha adwene ubo nsa homache wo fro so doctor ejina so sa me hu de menye ba sa me ntimi nya no hwibio enti je 10 minutes na no wabre wa ba ko na mo fa hwe mo ha fa je numbers ni sesi abra me sole na frame numbers no eye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 ye chat one 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 yes watchia heba pada ejane hyewa wa ena obeba
mate
amena wasi
ya be ya do ba da sele ya be
say
why that with the keys na bre you ya to adwumade no so aha eye Wontumi TV so awia dwumade ato ne Talk Ghana ena wasugusu a utie anasa wo hwe ene awie efri sabria kopem se no nsia ebebo ya to adwumade no so na sade ebedi kan aka kire no 24 na dwumade so ene awie Daniel Nitaiko a member of the NPP communications team and also a campaign team member of a year Dr. Brian Champion campaign team. In fact, director of communications for a year team no ewo Asante Mantemha. Enche Honorable Andrews Bediako and so a year former MCE for a year German South municipality. Enche opening so ebetnase ewo dwumadie so na yakoyenim ahwe ensema wura ewo ho na ene awie ensema yebebobodia ahwe ene budget statement no de say still parliamentarians ewo branch bidwafie a omo ehwe na omo debate eye chief justice Paul Bafo Boni eye the veteran no na omo akansem pi na dia fa ho eye honorable afenyo marking we're making a point na fe omo guso a omo debate na omo ahwe ye ebeko se omo eje no atumntie no nye easy ayere tan kakra ewo brashe bidwafie ho still we looking forward to having a year ato is forcing and that crowd me who cross I say that ana ana bibia ni ade yi mu ana ache oh obusa parliament na say obo ent na say in terms ade but ache enti yeguso a ehwe animo de ebefiri mu abanso no yebema waso atibi ene ensema yebebo ewrem enra atoyira nchema esiye ewo Ghana na Ghana ase sise nkofo ye hu se Wednesdays no Black Wednesdays no ya doso May 9th dia yes Black Wednesday na nsen aircraft ekohwe ase eno nso kura no Black Wednesday obete flat as a Black Wednesday just a Black that late Professor Mills there class and then also a Wednesday Black Wednesday I say yaka Emma yakwa koye bibia ewo ho enranso was a Black Wednesday then you see here there mumu dodo na mwate me kwa kope bibia ba fie o akoye nsempi na mumu dodo na in fact o mine yegina na yewra ho enu a se empo nkola mabnu mainly anase mostly dodo na emma na chese omo ahwere omo nkwa ya no mo awofodum etinisuo eya rehusem ne ba atna fie ache okope bibia ba fie niasi eni our condolence ekoma eye bereaved families na empenifo ebo modia etwentwen so enra no ekosoro initially na so oboto aso parliament ede ne ho agimu ekire na dwen ewo brahye bidwafie ho dodo na mwakire badwene se ene brintie da ho a eto forms ede ma eye Ghana fo mmabru omo ebe serve a elsewhere enye saa ne ye no mo amatu kwan pen ye fra mu bintus se watu kwan pen a o ko military no ma o ko serve o na hono ye cotton forms agin kola enka no ye 350 and then the be say ateso about 200 but it's the same OG and some people must be held responsible. Now why any ye hold no responsible military we na say bendi twa bi so but say bia eya no kra say nya no kra say ye twi bi no aso ewo ho but key people no kasa no omo da ho tim ba bi omo etim meanwhile omo na administration work no omo eye manipa bi ahwere omo nkwa ya say kwan na nya na dwuma yie asade yi aba enra ye tese ye nua brojaja mfi wa resign akire ye kotie mu say nya no kre omo so power play no ena chesa ahase we no de nya obi anya bibili bia na yeyo and this for na in fighting and omo di bi ko share the concern wa resign na bitietie bu kofre benkofo ba ko bi edu bia omo say o ye see edu gatia dipa the body pa the body etutumu said the other camp no a free fikasie mu and omo kofo di bi ayesade a hye de kon na omo so omo tiase kra se eda omo aka se fidie bi e friend power FM and omo so circulate bi the power FM dia said dia now di ba bi ageba omo the chita for efri and omo di bi e hye brojaja efi kon enti anya no kra now you see edu ketia boy ebi ko see edu ketia wi dia wan show be fa no running mate enti na ya de sa e kire no na chese enya no kra but on a more serious note there are still people like you who sanka headsman true but still omo etim ho and e be gibre na yaka ehu ensem because say dia wo se empo eye Dr. Omane Buama somewhere in July ebo modia eye say ekwanya empo military no faso obo ye recruitment no say changes ebem because eya cake but where is Dr. Omane Buama? Dr. Omane Buama is no more and akofo bi sika obo pese obo tafri edienti still na same OG and we don't make kugui nipa say ya no e enti panel no ha kire will do justice to all that and run so no but answer be call the other one so no Endra MPs ekasayo sa mami honorable Ayamba Ayi Ladi mami weya na NDC baya omo eye vet no bisa hwe pusiga MP otewodum ono ne dia kan say yo congratulations oh we wish you bye 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 ne dia no ye wo brache mi jefi committee no so eno ane bye bye eno a wakoto bomb sa dia na asie no de na eseba aya dia na so wo eto enti minister obo ye be ye dukura buludu eye dia sa de na beba momo do na gba video no ba ye ntie de honorable MP no we will send na kwa me de atoso yentie de honorable MP no kai amanfo edi abre ne so pa sankofo ensiawu dodo na prepare na metie parents ni bi na beka sema wo say oh yame na ai yame ena che say odiaba it's mo bia nka wasem ba ye blame obi a said ya ye no de sa pepepe na ekro na kwa me enka me person ka ode betu so bio e de amabe na yentie ayamba ayi ladi enra ensama okaye ebra opulu videos no and as opulu video no enra military arrest in this group no okay here we go here
I want us to all take solace in the Almighty Allah. There is nothing that happens that doesn't happen at the right time. This is what the Almighty Allah has ordained for them. Today is their day. No matter how, no matter what, no matter who was there, as what, even if we brought all the presidents of the world to sit there as ministers or whatsoever, once today is ordained for them to die, they will. And this is what has happened. Unless you don't believe in the oneness of God, unless you don't believe in the oneness of the Almighty Allah, it is not anybody who wanted them to die. There is no single officer there who wanted even one single soul to what.
Honorable Ayamba Ladi Pusiga MP na ensema o kanono yame ne pese obuwu na omo awu na nka ye ne ba nkenim anu adi na yenti another one when so-called neutrals not back oh na kwa me pacho fasa video no so dey blame wo free SHS free SHS nipa no amanfo wie school do obodo so do na ama abanes yenti pani no na kwa me ya na we place sa video no so de amabe na empanifo atnas na mpo yenko yedibna yenhwe ada mata ntie bra na kwa me Epulu, okay, let's listen to him.
They'll finish school and be home unemployed. So I personally think that the excess number of students that we churn out from the senior high schools as a result of the free SHS is a contributory factor to what we witnessed yesterday. Again, what also happened yesterday clearly shows that policy decisions, economic policy decisions, must be made based on data. Just as you rightly said, government alone cannot create jobs to employ everybody. That need sending people to school, then at the end of the day, they'll finish school and be home unemployed. So I personally think that the excess number of students that we churn out from the senior high schools as a result of the free SHS is a contributory factor to what we witnessed yesterday. Again, what also happened yesterday clearly shows that policy decisions, economic policy decisions, must be made based on data. Just as you rightly said, government alone cannot create jobs to employ everybody. That need sending people to school, then at the end of the day,
wherein lies the 133? Because NDC the game changer, our friend, the game changer. So wherein lies more policy? I don't see a friend game changer, and ka game changer no 10-11 months down the line. Yeah, Juma pa. I don't believe Sankendo numbers here. You ye, Kibenu Wuno, our Cabrade, as if free SHS, the excess numbers aba. Game changer no na eba containing sa excess numbers no. Agana form me blue de kotuaba edema endis. But later, but him some people will do justice to all that. And then every papa Yeguswa ya budget statement no what are we expecting mefidie and hasia so far the a year enra adopay a year awie vetina a course so that of the Chief Justice and a normal a debate said the maka edi achremo enti member empadifo akwaba ewo jumedie so na yenko yenim Honorable Andrews Bediako ewa ha sanso ena Daniel Niteko so aje na kunya ewa ha no member empadifo akwaba empadifo member bujina aha emamo akwaba jumedie so
Josefa
na apobo eyede
yamiadum bibia boko
yeda yaviase honorable watani fa na honorable be shemfi hadia ye shemfi ababie na dani na ho yede
okay yamiadum bibia boko
Brian no
yes unya na so unya mo Dr. Brian Champo Mr. Timamintia Dr. Brian Champo
na eche de onkonya ho
debi me da kwa me de dawo Dr. Brian Champo asenso no the last time me catch you say we are branding or branding the new patriotic party for victory 2028 Mr. Timamintia Dr. Brian Champo baby wo bia dwumadi a wo di party for they believe in the engagements are all year ahoda so say ochina bi say ye boa na obeye ye flag bearer say o nenchi an kono say o chia Brian anu agi so boa me na me moa kire say party for no say mo wo ka kire o say he would treat them as workers of the new patriotic party na say ma ye kan say obi bia no o fa wo say o ye ne dwuma yeni no o wa adwempa bi so ochina obi tua wo ka sa ka tua na party for hwehwa e man kofo bibire abambu ye to ba ha kire say uni mo papa na ma mi bia wa ye party adwuma for 20 years 30 years nanso so wu bisa ne say die na party no ba mu nya ya do wa ne say oye police station executive oye coordinator na constituency executive. This is the change that is coming and now the other colleagues now are thinking about welfare policies for the new patriotic party executives, and I think say we're changing the discourse of our campaigning. This time round is not the usual campaigning, about what you will do for the workers of the new patriotic party. Nipanwa wo boa wo polling station one out for 20 years, for 15 years, for 10 years. Why your party adwuma no? At the end as a party ne ba mu a obehunu se me yire mo party ne ba mu a na manya minister ni kura no a mitokuru ketuwa bi no me menya adwuma bia ya na se me ba bi benya adwuma aye. Efri se yesi bi wapoto amana fe no wonchiri se oyeden odi bom saa change no na ba party fo nyina ene ba bia beko bia wo mo se Brian biye enwuma ekoso no kire se Dr. Brian Champo ba wo di nkabom beba wo di discipline beba wo di nhyehyɛ papa beba be kɔ for mama party for at den ne yewia nyoma pa waye in his private life as Dr. Brian Champo no wo di beba magana fo nyina nya ho mfaso because enyoma kese na in his private life waye the biggest hotel in Africa is done by Dr. Brian Champo eye adwene a enya adwempa nko a wo translate rich ideas into action. The longest runway airport or building now. No? He's building not in the city so, but Nekura Kitwan said a front planes one more area and no buy here Donia Dinano. We will not transport it to Accra before it goes out. We will take it away from the front planes area or the Kou area way back to abroad. Then we get money. This is somebody who has rich ideas and has transformed it into action. And I believe that we have moved from the real politicians and now we want businessmen, people who have created businesses, people who have employed people. And the new patriotic party a training and never a Abrantia na no se kota no wakasa no menim ne din se obetima bom ne din a
ne din kwa me pene but let me get the name me pacho
that Abrantia no se kamehunu dia be bom pa a classical case of what a student ketia no echi ya no work no a classical case of suku empepajimi. That's a classical case. No. If you say if you say deputy nyamotere so wo ka say aban biaba we training maburu bebre we Ghana sika wo e training maburu bebre amoma ku school ama enyo nyanimde how you can employ them. Now we say saa de no aban ne ye no ɛno na ama enkoda bia omo pese omo sum omo man yakwa ko wu a na wo she coat wako school nyame wadoma mo nya coat ase aba betre TV so oba be educate people oba be inform people na wo kase saa de no ye ne nra no ɛno na ama enkoda no akwa ko wu a. Is it not a classical case of Sukum Pepajimi? It was said by General Secretary of the party. Sukum Pepajimi was said by Yero Sweden Ketia. Nana Koda and then Akoda because Suku Nan Koda Unko Binua, a baby baya or boy, a man Koda be bringing 4 years for it's not classroom. And now opportunity and who employ Mumkoso, 5 service, BBA, not at Chelsea. Now be TV now be indicating people who be informing people now. Kase Suku na man kwani free no. A danger to their lives. And now, man, no more ya muko. Is it not a classical case of school people, Jimmy? I think so. Only a rethink of it because where nya esi and you know, yeah. But
okay, yes, yeah,
so I just want to speak to the New Patriotic Party briefly. Party for a net the NDC for ye. I try to try a brand new war bam. E ma hwe akoma yi triple ye e ma ye party for na bitimi gina nchiri e kan se metia party no, then you ask yourself say entimu trust NDC in some more ka. These are people in opposition e bra na na dan ko for do appointed 2 Supreme Court judges. 2 judges are called Supreme Court. They protested omuba bam less than 10 months. They have employed 7. These are the same people you want to trust. Enti the make a party for say enei yenyoma hwiegu mmihunu hyehyɛ ensema kese ye ketia ye ho because of this internal politics. And you know muma ye njai because we had New Patriotic Party people because of politics. Omuka say enana enam say na ye wura Dr. Benchampo peso to hotel na eno ka ho na ma ye lose elections and the NDC and the NDC Senate is looking for investors to buy these same hotels and they will get investors to buy. And they will get their own people to buy these hotels. But under MPP, when Dr. Benchampo expressing interest or per se or investing in these hotels, the NDC for Chatro say MPP for per se or Muton Adenoma or Mohon Emma Etoyenko for Bebretrim Momudi campaign and say, Nancy, Senate Bible and Treasure Mupe investors to invest in these same hotels. Why is that the NDC people are quiet? Muma yen try come because the NDC people I know more yet sa political game win. They don't have any truth. Ya tro. Enu na men ne omu ye campaign tia ya against Galamsey ne hwe. Galamsey nsensema ekoso. Me see ene nsuo no first ne eni ase yo ba na adane ateche. Nsuo kese no eni nse keke eni nsuo kese no adane ateche because the way they are doing the Galamsey no is worse than we have seen before. Now we the creation of Blue Water Guard. Now here the creation of NIMOS. It goes to show that the NDC is not ready to fight Galamsey. And I throw more about power no. And then na ba bomb so mo no.
But yeah, because Zebudo Ejida Emu proper. Honorable Bema Okaba.
So bru
na ohwe de.
I was did you man for say
Honorable Sheti de Okara. We are tina kind man one road the Ashabes.
Sawa.
I now the singlet no.
Matthias there no problem cry. Kiki.
But say be aboko de.
Aja. Cry
Honorable Sudi be say yeah one bride one ardent supporter of a year Dr. Muhammad
DMB for life.
But and then also Volta and then
DMB a central region.
Oh, and all central.
Yeah. Voter there we.
Okay. Me who flyer be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I think that Brian for there. Me say we are preparing them for the future. Nti ya omunya abotre kakra. Me nua say panyi say kitwo. Yeah, prepare me for the future. Brian is somebody that I love. The bepe say oye nyina ne say nka contest ya ekwe ba omye dike na watoso mienu. Because of niema bi ekoso party 20% ko nya second position. Into omunyire omo na omumra second position. Omo ba ho mani beje pa. Ena ya de ya me bo mpaye mom. Na first position de enya omo de. Keke de etiane say wonu say contest ya ekwe. Minua de we amana okasa say na mepe no. Nye politics ya yidi atem say we are see yen nyina ya furu ba akoma ena ye ko contest ade to fia mpanimfo na namukra so mo pre but eye den ya ba akona ne sabeka ena ye party mu obi anim say de ye ma Akufo-Addo said ye ma President Kufo, said ye no, edema and this for the ye ma John Mahama, said the omo ye no de ma the late Mills. Sana ye be na mabaumia. Nothing has changed and nothing will change. Grassroots for no more come no. They understand the issues. Me da bia de meka na ye mo obi ankasa. But omo kase wi a nipa na ye to aba no wo fom no. Omo nim de ye ma party no. Nti me obi amfa abufuo. De ka ho biem na ye omo de sa tribal politics na abam no. I'm reading something from Eastern region. Honorable Kennedy Akompreko. And I think say those things no bad politics no ma why say you rejected the minorities because ono na dream office baumia okono for amo ye tribal politics. I don't see it that way. Look, the history of this party ubekaya 1996 and the year 2000 ubehwe unim Malik Yakubu.
Malik Yakubu.
Kufo Tabayani the minister for interior or something like that. Only President Kufo Nekwe from the northern region. But now for no rejecting to my President Kufo. Kufo nya Ashanti region and over. Yeba ni mu fast forward 2008. Akufo-Addo ne Aliu Mahama now ye vice president from the northern region. The Northerners rejected him and voted for Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo from Eastern region. And he said, "Na me say even say northern region no kra no mo hu so. And na yanso ye nya obi a okobi na ono kra no oye competent. Enti e beto aba ma na. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Because they've done it for us with our accounts before. Enti enne so omo ye bia ma omo ankasa dia owner. What is wrong with that? Na eno nti ye de kwa ye propaganda na entro ekeka nkrofo tibom. Now the question is over say uka say ubetumi de akan constituencies in Kwen Ghana when elections as an MPP, you are lying. And this uka say ye rejected Baumia because he's from the northern region. Now you reject no. Now when southern votes na akan votes na. Now say northern region for no so to abano man to abama. How do you become a president? Enti some paper muno ye de buy politics MPP no. Ye nyai. You see the history of this party ebenya UP ne say sometimes people don't learn the history of this party. The tiane say Ebra Buzia Eco Parliament for the first time from the southern sector ya or ya Kenino or the city back open ekoe. Dombo ya na oye leader from the Northern People's Party no na ne vice president Mahmoud Bawumia ne papa Bawumia no. Omo the 15 seats ne buy. Ebra Kwame Nkrumah pass mra the Aliens Compliance Act na ye ka say ye disband the political party bia based on tribes. Emfiri oman mu no. Omo disband ye no. Omo de Buzia de ne de baako no. Dombo omo ba parliament no ka say there be Buzia ye obi anadwinum do. Ye nim no ye nua pani no. Enti ye mfa ye de 15 no enko ka ne de no one ho na onye ye leader. This is what the Northerners sacrificed for the then UP party. And be menye UP no. This is what they did for us. So what is it now say? Obi free that tradition no bad ya. Yes, young Kuntian because they are from the minority. Please. You best try party for no. But for no more any muno or man kwala no who history no. Na yenya sa antiti muno e no enti my young when power. Into mom yes anema no munyai. You see party way the tears over say spirit you know, of the party edi wachi nothing can change it. Nothing. There is nothing that can change it. And the spirit of the party is on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nothing can change it. Obeye ndi obeye nyina party for say sika na wo minimum de cash de omu bi pa. Ze unze omu de nkrofo furu mo pon ko ayuko. Me makobi. Ya do furu mo pon uko na ko hu hotels ne megu ahwe awadwena sesa. Na ubi say won say I'm telling you ekosi dabe a strategy betie nko ba bia. I would say, you are very careful how we are treating this party and with regards to polling station now. You be a problem. And sometimes when people begin to blame say Bawumia may lose elections, and because elections are call now, more ready see it. Could be a parliamentary candidates no call primaries. When you be native over, obi a party more. Kurobi wa hokoswa meka say ye me constituency eduru bi ukoba bi a petition women organizer no ye friends say women organizer no e be ma because we be police station bi na wunya nipa kura ma enye party adwuma ma enti say nipa enti obi ye chairman e wo police station wo ne yire ye women organizer ne ba ye youth organizer ne board na chi ye friends say memfa say treasure enti omo 5 na omo ye police station ni nyina wambuchi ha oni nkrofo na TV omo so ye MPP for omo am pre police station yakọ primaries wo ko ya wo ba fie no wo so TV wo yire so fridge obakura laptop the akanso kura be 4,000 8,000 shene bottom enti sanko for no motive no do you expect them say eduru abato a omumpie nko abonten nkoto abama party no the omo ka chance okay makwaje mo ne ma de eduru May elections na moto nkoto obi am so vote one enti a lot of our people were disgruntled no mo bufui because of parliamentary elections here ne ne ma nkofo bi nya bi anya bi enti eduru ha nkoto aba no enti se ne ye elections they are very careful now your concentration in a polling station the people are listening to us polling station for nkwantwi ma when general elections and this say ba near be polling station for 100 from every constituency near do omo kokko from moporo no omo kodama de echi no omo didi kama omo ba na ye je omo kwan na eduru general election can you do the same thing for all Ghanaians who are going to vote for the party people? Can you do that? And the party people are watching us intimate Isasi kasane nano emede
where you force where you be kan be on the transfer the one force
me kire say your party no polling station the way man ye nano me try di bibisa polling station for be say offer here what am the manu be see who a polling station executive what na polling station since 1992 elections bi akobi what the more than 20 years of polling station na obi so say the year 2026 so wo be kobi o say makobi meanwhile polling station na what na over 20 years no ye nwene hoda da bia so na ye chairman na ye secretary na you for Canada ye de obi call presidential elections so call back pe wa nwene so no de ensesa no are you being fair to the person? Are you being fair?
That's why the castle about what trying to pack
say in an unlikely situation Baumia wene na Brian wene and Kennedy wene or come back 2020 now one wene obviously could be mana last one
yes and you be for 2 minutes here ya kwa about so that and ya no abora e robu ida kabenu me obi aka de no ba comedy
em say menya da je antimi anka ba bia yura Dr. Berchampo e wo sisi o Central Region na the 45 aye ene yawada 13th of November 2025 ayade a me papa e wo Gomua West adwuma ko enya ne siam infantiman ene kumfi ene na nyame yadmo ochina obekọ abura asebu makwaman kese asen south asen central na asen north na wakakodi ne dwuma ho na mgidi yese inhira no asanteman yirwa Dr. Berchampo baaye voter region inhira no yirwa Berchampo koye beebi okoyi bia nkoma onu omudi no sankomo no anu no mukodi na inhira no ohira yen wa ha inhira no ohira voter region oti region beebi okoyi bia inhira ohira omo no yade anyame yadoma enne ne kina nyina beebi okogina omenya se inhira ne bi Dr. Berchampo hihye ya oyeye. It's not just about taking people to the biggest hotel in West Africa. It was a strategy to engage the people, the grassroots people, polling station executive coordinators and constituency executives. Say, this is a new way. Let us show them. You don't say you don't komo and you invite any media. 2024 elections no you know the real science and data, the facts on the ground, where we were, where we are now, and where we want to go. Sanche ni enu mkoye obia obehu say yanko say koye party keke ye ko chair party for say this is where we are now as a party. The party ya ho de ni bebia ejina nie na ye bie election results no so kire omo e kire mu bebia ya ho de na wo bebia na ya ho de ni die ntia mprempren as a Dr. Berchampo ebe no beka party ni bom no energize the base of the party, and as a youthful person me did hear say me man why hear about my personal life and where he has gotten the energy from, and he believes say he did sa bebunu to 52-year-old man why is successful on for the success ni mbra party ni no nka party ni mbom no for discipline no and every party mu and akoda so panyin no atete no in the interest of one party one person no yenyini nyina mfiri wo no for that energy vim and vigor no de ko Eastern Region o kire ekwan a e fa so a e bra asanteman ye lose about 6 seats e bra other places ye lose 10 ye lose 15 no e bra Eastern Region lose only 1 out of the 25 no o kire ni nyina a bro so Eastern Region mama you lose only 1 seat when other regions were losing 5 10 15 20. So it was a better way of engaging the grassroots of this party. No more musu say se nipa baako ebetimi di na ho odene a satisfy amomoni ade ehunu so omo ye party for dia so benya ban to me a we a police station executive who be ban for so enu nti na ne all the other aspirants are saying say you be hwe mu grassroots because in the past obi wo Germanoff or Wesley or Jankufa or Jenene or Asante Krom wa ye party aduma 10 years 20 years party ba ban mu a na no ho kire no no hunu do onye or penny ba kura transfer ko school a na no ho kire no say ni da so na ne o de ma party fo hunu say nya sa babunu ya or energy na or resonate with the the youth of this party this country a me giri yi say obetima kan mo kasa akire wo mo enyanum youth bibi man kasa ma kuncho youth na wo sesi ano they have a different language and you need somebody who can speak that language and that person is Dr. Brian Champon because he is a person who has a doctorate in IT and he can speak to this new generation who have a way of listening, a way of consuming information. And I think say part need the Dr. Brian Champon ba and kabum na ye penny ye benya
mate after beauty of a democracy fe baha de yetube eya de sa fe obia Canada obia nkofeda ya di si ya enti omo de message na akọ abonte say na nke ya no so a nka ye fe na ye koyenim afa yanko ye substantive issues no eso na eneba culture say ye hwadim na nakwa we dey besra wa ka we dey short video be 1 minute bi na be ye budget statement no where ato forcing ato is forcing efa so ewramu ede na o show the bag me dey e wo bag yiwo danya na obeka ato is forcing ede danya na obeka obetwa ni wehia na bag abafwa biti na nakwa beka behwe uwi ana ka wo de no ato so na not just by the way yahwe kwan a ono fa so a ora parliament enedie na ene makacho sensema oro ene wo ho enra ye CA ewo ho recruitment ekoso all right itiene ato forcing say na oba ato is forcing with the red tie na wo share the bag no na tise kura good die we show bag bi nim say the bag no na edisika Ebraya woman ha she bag na just say yes at least for fans say ya you dim there or the air barbecue from say be a transform economy, you know, and also another ball game altogether. So that's at least forcing a more church in the bag. Honorable, but men shall see a few swear. But when a bay opaque a day and then but with budget statement, no dear, and the Chief Justice, the Anona, Omu a debate. Na a capture na say no eje breno dodo na me hu say akwa Chief Justice de no omo abo modiat na so a no omo eka ehu ensem enran so asrafo de ya na say Ghana Armed Forces recruitment exercise ne e course no so no ehu ensem ewo ho galamsey and then I was a Dr. Gideon Buako issue release be with him say Edra joint military police operational almost say omo chichi in conform without them crowd abecho without them niacho and only ajone who I entiase is this the way to fight galamsey say by the NDC and police ni military operation and rather people were scared I have because was saying a distress call as of adopani edibni ekoso kopem say Armed Forces for the omo nearby say oh say na omo but na was a Gideon Buako the release biaba say adey say ne chenko for innocent any omo aye bia nya bi nyina no machi omo afi ahafo e de omo abakuma say manya ba bia mfo omo engu e wa hafo jikuma say e don so no wa chiro krata e de aba ba kire na adwene e wo ho this and many more honorable
keke the atien say democracy a ye nyina ya jatum se ye nua no ndc fo nko aba aban mu a na yesiniti ase ya na areho me dad bia ya na meka ne se nipa me from say minds of conscience omo ana ebiti se de na otiso ana okasa o se ye fe ne neutral o se me se neutral bia ni Ghana because omo na omo ho akufu ado time na omo kasa yinim se omo na say from say neutral one na omo nyina agege post into omo nyina aka omo
the latest addition and Theophilus
yeah Theo Achampon omo nyina agege post yeah that time no na catch on say nkofo ye omo furu ni omo yi na omo di echi but some people did not believe it and ade di pefe the medical can ato budget dem nim say owia o kina betumi akeka ho nsem but the wo mu ne say no kra wo mpa ne say NDC for budget ya omo present here no e drew December ya na enya 7 months until the all present for 2026 and ye entirely at forcing budget. Now what was advantage NDC for nya ne say policies ya MPP for omo shase ya na omo implement no omo time na ashase yield the fruits until ato is enjoying from the fruits of MPP government. Most of the issues because we say say NDC for
the minimum wage na who baby
yeah o kwato akatua de 9% na kwato so me ho akufu ado time na ye 25 23 ne de ka no kra na amanfo hwe Professor Jampo na ni said osi ha no edidi obi atem wo ma edidi trade union fo nyina atem say omoko giska na omako enne ye de 9% na tro so obi aka na no atum they are not talking and I think say vindication is in the womb in the womb of time now and I think say nyama e koso a Ghana for bi ayo ma bien say enti ato forcing the budget ya present for 2026 there eno ye ye fence enei ene be sha say ye adwuma the year 2026 na the woman say Ghana for nyina abress ye ho for ne say 2026 no when we say be free IMF you know by May
yeah
enti ye free mo a ene DDP na aban na wo ho no eyeye sa domestic bond na eyeye ne de ka ho nyina no 2026 most of the payment ya na aban we 2025 one year nyina na ye be share from May go in ye betuatua bi and I think say we have to pay not less than 1.something billion US dollars e 2026 from May go in this payment no ba eno no eyade a enkrofo bosi ayegeye na NDC for they are so clever enough say wanye smart no omo deal a what we ya debi o medicine you see say omo kotu eka ewo MPP aban so a na omo kotu cedis omo kotu omo de na omo kotu dollars because when we say baby ana cedi dollar ratio no eduru ye ntino omo fi say ye convert cedis na eye MPP dollars na ebema eka na kosoro bebre nti ya na omo kotu cedis eduru omo de na omo but in dollar terms John Mahama 4 years from 2013 to 2017 free power no oboka more than the Akufo-Addo J for 8 years. It's a fact. The Akufo-Addo J na ndru 24 billion USD but ono J more than $24 billion. But ya no more converted the cedis and nam say cedi no course nti na ama omo si MPP abane borg enti ya ka ye ko 2025 the NDC for J ne omo 8 years na president Mills wo na 4 years na Mahama ba ni nyina ayi eduru baby a enti nya Akufo-Addo bosen a oboye na ye ko akotua sata omo bosen omo boye no we are going to make payment in 2026 nti ye say Ghana for nyina ye hu say 2026 will not be the same as 2025 na afi we enam policies na Akufo-Addo aban de to wanze free power ntino ama omu enya freedom ya omutumi spend kakra ya scarce omu jeje omu tuya kan bibiri no e wo man mu omu mfa ntuya ka but 2025 26 no those payment will be affected the can will be me kama Ghana 40 ho asense you see enema bebre ho a MPP aban sha ase na wo ya NDC for buy bebre no mo agenda 111 enna me pese me te se atobeka ho asem se 2026 they are going to release money to contractors no more to me we sa projects na because of the emma enra the CA ya ka unemployment asemi agenda 111 no nke yetumi wie ni nyina ebetumi afa mabunu nurse for no more than 300,000 na yetumi create adwuma more than better ufi say emrantie ne maba wa omoko yi a de awreho se ne se bema abusuamfo nyina yakọ de me yakora ne se yenu ama o ofa o se maro ya no mo ye vulnerable the way amana me maro no mo forosoro no mo kono mo ntumi nye sa ene mo teto fom a enkrofo titi omo a ema nsia efrimu awreho se enti se samba minim se senka omo bo assurance se omo wie nurse na ombenya employment ya e bia nka military na omo konko monko nipa na omo ko military no nyo omo nyina na omo ani gi military no ho but okwa say wonye baby amfa ni ti anhye enti military ndo okwa at least boso so a obenya ne salary enu ti na mabunu bebe de omani a kire ho no ndi se yetumi create employment e de man krofo a menye sure se nka ne ma yesi nka omu nyina na be ye omu adwen se nka omu ko military no de ka ho biem e one district one factory na aban na ho na oye ho adwuma no mo ba first budget na mo yere mu twam sika na aban no e de boa nkrofo na ye ma omu tax waivers na omu tumi create employment de afa nkrofo no eno mo ba nyina mo se munye biem e na mu twa so nti ama sa adwuma no akoka nsensemu meanwhile more than 100 and over factories ya ban no no omudi shemu na e adwuma no it has created employment for more than 20 something thousand Ghanaians youth for mo adwuma omoye enti ye koso yes ade na enka mabunu so benya adwuma ye jani nyina de go ho enti ato force budget ya o present ne ese o me hunu direction na sa ne ma wo nyina na omode o man fa so am ye hunu se betumi anya adwuma de ama mabunu no ye nya adwuma de mo mo a menye sure se nkomu nyina be kwa akọba ape so se de obi a epe kwa yakọ military no of ade ka ze me hu se some hairs must rule ade na ekọ so nra no time obi anya na adwuma yi negligence of duty because ni nyina na de me aba se experience always we say experience is the best teacher aban we buy no and all the military hierarchy oyi omu nyina of okay oyi omu nyina enti experience na ne ho over the years hampani fu edi ya mobilize sa mabuni ya amukọ training de ka ho nyina no those experiences are not there ye yi omu nyina di soja fo ye yi omu nyina di enti we mu se emra nura nipa omukọ ho no anopa na omu hyase a omu nko bie gate no kra ma omu nwuram no na soja fo be sensia nwotwe bi na na omu ho how do you conduct interview as a body ye say screening for about 20-something thousand people in a day? How can that be possible? No way na ya ko school nyina soldier for you be a discipline. I like them for that, but they see rank there. I think say there was a negligence of duty.
Now was first no crowd air crash no the helicopter the no crowd Reverend in Team Fojo no or can't be along that same lines.
Yeah.
And NRD so ababisi.
Yeah.
There's been challenges.
Yeah.
But NRD say AB adi per free body. It's
areho na wo hwe emayo pa o muda ho na yintumi nyi o mu bibia na o mu afrima ofa me hu ye na mewra ho na me ka say there was somebody a wanye na dwuma yi na dwuma na wanye ni yi no afi na yesi yakope committee say there say Ghana de e ba ya na yakope konumti na o mu konumti a o mu ba na o mu de recommendations aba ade wo ye esi ye mi hu de nti say recommendations ne de esi ye nyina ye hunu say ye koye nimi over digitalization ye de ba ye den ade ntina ye ntumi implement sa policies ba umi adawroma ene ye nim say sa ne ma wo nyina wo system yi die nti ene ye hunu say ese se ye pese nipa o mbekọ interview mo ye 21000 na o mo ka ho no a ye nchichem se ene 5000 momra o kina 2000 momra the next day ye wo Accra Sports Stadium ho ye wo University of Ghana Sports Stadium ho Butema de ye koye games ya mo ye e wo ho uko chese ye wo a whole lot of places na work wo ho die nko na ba ya yakoka sa nipa wo nyina enti we so ye hia committee answer ya chese next time ye nyesa de we bim we committee be ne hia enti obi anya na dwuma yie na me ka se sa sojafo no ye yi o mu nyina afiri onipa be se 17 or 16 sojafo mpanifo a ye to aba we ba o yi o mu nyina afiri no eno nyina ka ho na masa na me koso ofa nkofo bi so di yawo o man eti asiase omo nim spiritual but they will tell you because since January ebesi ne enema asisi wo man we no ofanya de pa so you ask yourself say ye de nkophobia fa de mu amomudi yaw so they don't even think about the country aban we buy e maburu ni nkofo mu ye adwuma nko a wayi omo adi nko no they are more than 40 something thousand na officers say ni para obebo mpa eba amagana we soja fo mpanifo ye yi omu yi hwan na nabusu ni be kwa hwe hwe de tokunu afa so chief justice na me bae na me hwe ewo television parliamentary proceedings na atofo ye say minority leader mu resume omu issue na eja baben on na say we are Ghana nyina on nim nyansa pa ote akonwam MPP fo yi kasa ye mon kasa nsemo mo kanyina tutum say ade ana eboa na ye de maami we ya fa sa kwan gusu ya fa kwan bia so se kwan bia so se ye yi maami fi ko na a part of our manifesto we dey fa manifesto nkura e bra na ye bonto president na nkasa den no position ka say judiciary no ye unbalance into oba so balance no person balance na the chief justice then no talk no entumi nya sa balance no ma no nti kwambia so omo yini free ho nya sa nka charges omo di maami nyina buru be ka frivolous which constitution na da ha clear adibia stated misbehavior no omo kan ho asem e de yi maami we ene ne de ya kan ho asem wo afidie so pen tan hunu kwa ene de ya time maami na yi na free ho no officer maami wo na busuan fo mbedwe no man ho adwempa into your mind tears yase ye na ye bompa ya yese ya kan no atumi ye bompa ye mo man because he free a lupre crash ene de keka ho enkwala be se dunsi obenya accident e wo Kumasi road yi omu free nenra de asiansi bim we nyina da DPV hwe Ghana for the first time yenya Ghana for omo atu bata akotena Cote d'Ivoire a war-torn country refugees more than 13,000 for the first time Ghana for refugees anema we nyina. And how can we build a country like this? Because leadership, no, any near me question, enye. How can we have a country like Ghana? Now, for almost 4 good months, there is no minister for defense. No minister for defense. Now, me kaya debi na or maneboama then minister for defense. And make a statement to be. Or say we can continue to have this per year. Ye person ye screening for military. Another biani yakwa munina bomu e work. It is as Minister for Defense, officer can see no KBC. Because we become a solution in that. And we have a country 4 good months, there is no Minister for Defense. Now, on my way, no Ghana for Edo or my no Ankasa. Yempe once in
depends why you're acting and the office you're very, in fact, you're very busy.
At to force the Minister for Finance, how can you give finance ministry very to this person now or prepare parliament and now present a budget say or not necessarily defense minister? How? Inti ye nini po mu wan this man wunim nyanso mbetumi handle defense ministry nana. So what is the president telling us? Inti senka media minim say senka ye wo defense minister wo ho a e bia nko de na adwen kan ho ma de si nro enkansi enkanne ono will be the best person obetumi answer some of these questions that we are asking. Inti Mr. President ye besro wa na wo say o fa ministers adusia o fa no mienu afrim wo de acting for na asi ho ministers ya wo kan do se nyina chi appointment ya hora waye wo kan boma eburo kufu ado de no anam wo ka se okura 85 ministers or 83 na mo se o ye fence aban a e bloated no and no all the regional coordinating councils are ye wo chief of staffs regional coordinating councils almost salary is more than the deputy minister enti say no be a deputy minister ne wo koyi all the regional organizers of NDC omo no mo ye fence call a fence coordinating council nyina se ya omo ye chief of staff say wo. And we do these things and we think say we are building a country. Enti of the scene rano na de me ba maame no comment ya o making in rano. Okay. Maame de maame onabo bye de it will be an area channel. I say, yeah, now my essence. Boy, experienced legislator. Yeah. Pusiga, what parliament room for bed? You yes, okay, more Wontumi ko mukrum no. Bokun to kwantu ntwinko. Mahama yarga me muso gina ona o ka kire nkonfo o montrans no na o ye no na me na ko ukro me. Wo ye be ma akoboko. Wo ye be ma akọ. Nya parliament no betra wo tenkana na wo ye chenchene wo ye kukuti. Enti maami nsema o kai. Me feel say initially no ye beka say because of nesoma osun. What say enkramu sum no a different from her. But time now they can say enya papa. Enya sa time where the heat of this a year enkola enkoforma free no so nyankopon bo mo say ne ya sa na ese to mo sa de we nkwa enya sa nyankopon bo no negligence enti untumi meka nche me say nyankopon ne bo no say nkola we mu enra ese o mu free mu nra. How can that be possible? Offer yeti hasisi minim say me de sekai wo se bi o kafra cha offer obe free na makofa sekai na me de abe wo wu a me si nyankopon ne say wo be wu ne eno no efiri hemfa negligence of duty. Inti maame ne nsema wo kan nra no entwa yie wo se wo kasa na MPs na omotro na omankasa kwa na omaye confused even from ono ankasa ne side NDC side no kwa they were confused. Assembly dieni na air force of assembly parliament e se wo kasa na air force o ni asem ka e se wo kasa enti maame no de o ye ne nra no entwa yie a man for sensitivity and some of these who say men na me ba free man satama sorry akra me say okwa akopa adwuma ba na okoya wamba biem de mete ya say obi gina parliament ka jam say me ba no nyankopon bo no say nra na ese wo free nti say nka ekofa wi as president yina ba wa nka obi free. Can you imagine this? A member of parliament. Sometimes I offer me can say MPs no be or by the virtue of baby or mufrinting or my members of parliament too. Na say be omunim nyansa sen some of us. Baby a ufrintia. Because say be ya do ba me constituency anka wudi pusa gra kora wunya kwan ko parliament. Baby ufrinti so munyo opportunity no mu koduru a. They should know say some of us are yeti abonte no. Yenso say bi o kafrache wunyansa kakra wetim. You see of a negligence of duty and some hairs must rule. Or man ye soldier for me because of discipline. But you see of a entry me shena nkware frosro. Oh no. Very bad.
Oh, too bad. Ni Ghana.
Enra me share and I'm share video on Facebook.
But I didn't cry. Okay, but him say obem. Na me him say the party John perform nyina.
I didn't say and no me share videos on Facebook. Na me share the way nkrofo call hold ma homache. Na we share the numbers. Na we share say the name you see kwa. Na aya.
Wait there seconds be. Me pa cho wa wo share Facebook but who say inactive at the moment. It will be to me join here on YouTube. Will be to me so ako YouTube Wontumi TV live YouTube. I think say network challenge binti Facebook active for now. But will be to me join here YouTube Wontumi TV live YouTube. Me pa cho to aso ba.
Gege say the make no number sim bisa di ba ko. Your vice president so your ba. Jane Nana Opokuadman, His Excellency. Ibisi sisi aye kasa minjin dise matese waka bibia fa ho because e mama akuma kunsia
mo issue statement
e mama kunsia
pressure come so say
what say e mama akuma kunsia so if for nothing as a woman vice president esan ka bana anka ni kana na mo a wotu no anka ye hunu se ye maami wo mu ne die oba wo mu anka ye but akwa say now we have an imperial president. And John Dramani Mahama is doubling as both the president and the vice, and I think say.
But also welcome. We will be
position, the vice presidential position ceremonial. Vice president and Kobe be now function no akoko because enyuma ayokoso no media my MCC me and say these are young people are no more dreams and it has been crushed just by somebody's negligence. But the can say Yasuja phone and Kofo because the army cannot just talk like any other institution can talk. Bibia could be an Kofo blame for what has happened. For all you know, how the number of people were brought to them and how they were given the opportunity to manage this crowd was a problem because we all know. Said the military cannot control crowd. They are crowd control different from the police. So why is it that we didn't have the police helping in the crowd management? Because you can't tell me say if there's a crowd issue you bring the army. The army doesn't have that capacity to control crowd because the crowd that we had as at 2 a.m. the number that we're having at Elwakano should have told somebody say something could happen because information I want to say there were only about 9 positions now body selections and then we had about 20,000 Ghanaian youth over there. So somebody should have sensed calamity coming and nobody did anything. And say up till now the state Ghana mine and celebrating this youth as we celebrated the passing of those gallant people that we lost. Is it because the ministers in now the whole country had to celebrate them? And now we have Ghanaian youth with future ahead of them. Videos are made about Mufrimu. So we have videos no if you know Yama minimum soon if you need to say self you know I want you to Obian one if you posh videos are made as at now. about 3 videos am hu am phone fie na hu no e kire say these were people no mo pese mo be yi o mo busua ahokire bi efiri ho and it was no fault of them one year on mine na say so pese o suma bra this particular position and wo ko ho and on mine ntima nhwe no so on mine ntima protecting no wo free. What is the state doing for these 6 that we have lost and the number of people who are in the hospital now? And the mama is I am or whatever. What he said, what she said, no. Nah, yeah. It's not about the faith. It's not about what he said. And it's a binyan kremun kwana a casasam. A Christo crano, you see your minute, a dimma, on one edge. You know, you know, but the time I walk, you know, a share before, is it not the same NDC? And I say, your koto abano, your bubon kufutu, no chiana. Interior Minister ka say enkrofo no mu yi nkwa no ye the Ghana sika e kwa akoma san nkofo nyina because and they did political campaign with it. Say MPP entimi nyime ehunu omo mu ye no the cause of death how they died and we have not even compensated them. They did campaign for 8 years. Na na do obi be wu ye through no fault of the person on your mind is one bra baby no me peduma on mind is one bra no me peduma no ba ho ne yambo ne ho ban no wu. And it looks like the life of these people, the ordinary Ghanaian, no, it doesn't matter.
Any election, you can say,
me see, the election, come on, go on, Kase, Yamina Dima, Yamina, it's a that time. You boo, during the election. That woman should have said that. That statement is so irresponsible. As a minister, now, I say, if we are said, be a bua, na, and tetabe frame. Se ka se body ebu abakono ne bebre abre asai sa na NDC MPC enam se 2024 no omunya bebre mane bu ye ntina kwa se de frefrem no bebre nye ebi na ko top supporting nkofo galamsey yes against the state military people ntia se omo MPC no bebre na no ase omo ne ye no omunyomo bi enam se dosu bebre ntino ase nyomo bebre abefra emwa but here can say we will watch the state what they will do for these fallen heroes of our time. These young ladies wanted to sacrifice themselves. Me on the army on any day, I will defend the army. Mimia, yet me da, because of Ghanaian army. Because Cote d'Ivoire, it just told me, if for some go forward, could you know about this? Making sure there will not be influence of the violence that was happening in Cote d'Ivoire. Burkina Faso, what is happening there? We sleep. Because these people are there, and about 20 cars, army cars, meaning where they were going. And I say, trailer, kakra, me, would meet some free alcohol, where be me. They were sitting in those cars, traveling across Ghana, just because Minu Yasumbi. And I see a die, better. And so, me, I will not crush the army too much. I will not blame the army too much. But the policy that they were carrying maybe was a problem, and the state through the intelligence, was it BNI, was the Interior Ministry, whatever, should have seen say 2 a.m. and over 15,000 people, Ghanaian youth, no Mujina Montano. They should have had intelligence. But we waited until it happened before ambulance even came in. And when we saw the videos we were seeing, it was like everyone for himself, God for us all. Ebium, ye youth no so no ye besere. Se ene ye ka se ye ko baabi na ye kodi dwuma bi a ye se ene ye se protocol ena sojafo no ya fa ma wie dada ena den sansem no a ye man kwan ma MPP time no ye de boy ye tiri so no as a state we should not continue to do that ene man kofo bi nya ayi bi se ene man furu wo ankwan kosim a ebia me so ye ma me opportunity ni bi ye besere the army doesn't work that way. The army is an institution of state. Omo kwamba faso moyo munoma. The best mre di enimi di atu ye ntino. Mum yensua bibi mfrim ni yen comporto ye ho. And those young guys who are granting interviews out there against the military, they should stop. Because then you disqualify yourself. Because baby awo kono, ese omo wa no yedu. Nti wo kan sembia for san krofo no ho a, ese wo ye careful. Ebium, me young, yeah, the interview against the military, they should be very careful. What you say? Who can compare who person call army? Yeah, the other soldier. Now you young baby near the mic between one now kasa. They should be very careful. Ebium, my main thing way soldier phone some nano. the galamsey a year NDC ni MP could be any year nyoma or army cocoa soup near adeno. Obviously there will be some certain excesses. You know we did what happened. We don't want that excess to happen, but those excesses happen. We apologize and say nanka no say. But sir, NDC for nkrofobia o madwe so o maban abantu o betime to galamsey aye de o mope no betime attack the army and the police. They should stop because yenum wie ho nye din. Your police for anything itimi da o itimi ko ye adwuma enye isika kakra. And those people who big it will be they think they can fight the police, they can fight the army. And somebody be can say we have a good army, we have a good police. That is why we don't see them shooting the ordinary Ghanaian, because when they come and attack, their training tells them, they say when their lives are at risk, they can use the gun they are using. It would be police in soldier for no. So we are happy, we are lucky. We have the kind of police and the soldiers that we have. So the youth, say a free police for maybe and a free soldier for some maybe. Now I almost said they can fight them because they can fight them because they think that they have some sense of entitlement. You know, they should stop. You penny your papa calls out a casembi. Or say a brand MPP wa bem. Or catch an inco for bona man, said na and cania na ne war sa side no, ne drew mira, ne titija. Intino or catch him say omunju chamfuni, non fanco sere transformer and fambrom. Omunju chamfuni no they call you are my book prempe or sere generator. Aban papa only MPP ni NDC. Now only say I said gun is cabo Ghana for bra. A man generator was what you could see baby no mo yama buono transformer no. What you could see baby no mo yama buono. That means he knew they were doing galamsey. And as a member of parliament, or could you idea or no troka say or did you command and crop because they do no money low current, they can't use the light for anything. Yeah, the man was say or the co see chromo or the could see baby or moyama buono. It goes to show say he knew they were doing that.
He said it you or say galamsey and tea
and what they this someone could see her. And these were the same people a brand people who have been before 3 to say yeah MP before the galamsey man Ghana for any MP before movie a quota much more before or mamma to Obama MPP and then member of parliament say or G generator no and the MPP no transformer no or the kosi be no mo yama bo no e go to say no woni madwuma mo ye enti no kwaje kosi ho no mo and you know na e dia soldier for buy paid by the taxpayers money me madwuma me ya me tua tax ye de hwe soldier ni say ye nsuo say ye no ba ye say ni ade enti o mo nkodi say adwuma no na wo hwe say mabunu ayo mo say they have the power to attack the military or the police. Now military man who I say then you do that mob justice. Media I can assure every youth in every community. So you can decide to attack the military or the police. You can decide to attack or fight them. But what I can assure you is that you won't win. You can fight them, but you won't win because so we should find a way of making sure that the military and the civilian relationship is nice. The police and the civilian, because maybe if I am attacked today, I'll run to the police. So why is that if the police should come and intervene in any situation, I will decide to attack the police or the military? That thing should stop. The youth in our various galamsey areas, they should stop. The NDC did galamsey politics. Because I had the opportunity of following Chairman during the election time. All the galamsey prone areas, the Mansu areas, the Adansi areas, those other the Afano South, East and West areas. If you see how the youth were against the MPP because of the lies, because of Atua, and this food church room, so mobile galamsey no. And until you move before court here, I say Afano South West. One of the area power no. Me say Mrenwa, your convoy no, ye time your campaign wa ye ban. We were escorted by NDC tax. They were following us with their car. We had to call the police to come and give us an escort. We didn't that day not getting GBC because all the Galamsey programs NDC for catch home say MPP for them person mobile moduma yet ye buy mo ye intene e koduru say mu twa troje to me no ene e say still ye hunu say Galamsey no emwaye ye nku Galamsey no ene abaye mo nimsem mu hunu kwa mafa so mbako ena mu nam nchenchen akokote blue water gas me dey me say I'll continue to say what will become blue water guard be me too for mane ko tena fi ko so dia fompo ne ye mu se na blue water guard me hu blue water guard for now anytime I see their picture on TV I see coffins me hu afuna daka because they can be attacked any day. What the NDC is doing, they have not committed. So omunyo madwe so omo pepper bi so omo kungalam say a knee-jerk approach. They don't have any plan. And ne NDC for say o man dollar ni gina stable. Na me bisa say me hu say economy si bi dawo. Say exchange rate na stable. Na business nkoso ye ne yento hwe kakra na yeto no so price keep going up. Enyoma import yini nyina no ene ko ugoyi ka ne bia 1000 cedis a o chana bako na 1150 o chana bako ene go and see spare parts. Kogalam say magazine na wadwe so ka say the auto on run and now qua yatum and the exchange rate na you see ejina stable no. What's the effect of the exchange rate being stable? Enti atro no a ye hwa akoma ye triple ye under MPP no a ye de abufo ka say ye nto aba mo so beto aba nkoto aba ti MPP no ene NDC di MPP nhihye ho mfaso ebesi ne MPP NDC bae omunye bosia bia o omunye aduma bia o they have not done any bond bond market, they have not gone anywhere. So you ask yourself, say, what money are they spending now? Gold that hold war penny na do dan over the time. You started here, you say better to go more support your currency near adeno. And no na omudi so faso. Now so they are not humble enough to accept. But you say ebre, say the penny because say let's give time some time. Ebre na betre banche enye. Atro mutwa aye no ene ababe duro mani mo mu kon bafa so me handle. But I believe he said, see you build a stronger party. Media I always want to talk to about the MPP people. Muma ye hunu se anwuma na hwiagu. Muma ye nchechire party no. Ni ye hunu se ye ho no kra no. The internal games no muma ye me onye soft kakra. Ekwe fa so a ye di ho atam ekwe fa so a ye kan ho ansem money wo abontene no. It's not nice. So we have you have various platforms in our various constituencies. Go and say your frustrated words over there. Don't go to social media and say all those things. Me near that you. Me di yera Dr. Berchampo echino. Me nya da je nkofa yera Dr. Baumia enkohuru no. Kene Japan me nya botre me nya da je enkofa no kohuru no. Because you are me pese yera Dr. Baumia, you are Dr. Kennedy Japan, you are Educhum, Omunina Babeta, you are Dr. Berchampo echi, and Manadi Yakobo Shasa in 2029. So why would I take my time? This is an internal political game. Let us play it fairly. Na yem build a stronger party. Yem party no nyakono. Yem ni party ni. Na me gidi ye say e bra ye komi. Ye nyen di bronya ba akokra o. E na ndisi fo hunu sui. Ye nyen di bronya ba akokra. They have 3 more years to handle the state. Until ye party ni ya kono ni edini ni man ya kono a. Ye be 2028 no a ye campaign no. Dr. Berchampo ho be ya kono no ye be twa 2028 elections no. Am yakobo sha asaso no nyame ya no 2029. Mate
me da se papa Daniel ni Taiko. Na say no the year at is forcing KCL at forcing Minister of Finance mo washa se ready na the me asa chama mi ba wo say normal time so de tena e wo brashe bedwafie ba bi di ma de enti ne ono wa ma ko e kire okay say no mo approve Chief Justice enti ni nyina bi account no mo approve Chief Justice say ya genatum say ono and oye Chief Justice after say Speaker of Parliament 82 so mo enye head count no na head count no majority omo sha say so mo enye head count na fe na majority no omo ra chamber hodom say wa so bi bo pray so omo betnas ya intina fo mo ram gidi inti ade close or that's what a head count the area majority nipa 163 and almost a say yeah approved after sa appointment committee no the report etuja and minority so the nipa 69 and an ewohoduba almost a too now Shanti regional minister minima the boy no and I would mean you so man or a man because you're adult I no pressure adding and oppressor. And the confusion that wako kosu chamber we as here say. Oh, omon kasa nchirado that this chese hu ne hado. And then oti chamber honum afe na chese wo ye kan na minority say ye kan wo e kan wo confusion that wako faba. Oti hodum bi omo e kan minority no se na oti mu bi de ye kan as against article 111 the 1992 constitution article 111 a whole lot I just say okahubi osemenka oka okoped minim I just don't know ebiana minim now baby arote otiadimu
me we otina the TikTok minister or say obakwa adwuma de obetena TikTok age questions and answers and I think say ebre bekire nyuma wo ye no I think say your party say the American my party in and I think say with time no we'll see we ever just pussy the NDC under NDC and then under MPP Jumedia ministers ni ye and now good you can't your regional minister. It means this region must be safe under your guide, under his guide.
Now be a goodwill, a free next year.
Under his guide, under his guide, under his guide. A bongo for 2 hours. Was pay. Under his guide. Now uko kruma. Doing mena ukufia. You ma uko the whole day ni na. Uli try lorife. Under his guide, nothing is happening. We have this track. There's this tundra tracker. Number crumble. Macho for teams. Some man you mo ukeje tiani adi. Under his guide uko kan. Wasi wano di TikTok no free soon name free switchna. By your bremano. Your Bremen because asante memwa you juma ye expect say your regional minister bedi your regional minister you nim ye pe akwan wodo ye hwe akwan ya NDC MPP e be start ye ya e duru ba bia ye to aba etia MPP ya ye jato wo very soon we will start doing that audit
ejuma no de on ye
we will start doing that audit
say we shall see ye campaign so up parliament
yes
so ordinary kire drobonso Ashanti regional minister
and make say
o ko pampi tie bia no ko ye rehearsals or pempi ewo dromo nso so oya man pon boy but matisa de papa chiri hodum baby efri eye dromo nso honum baba ya ko hwe fi awesi no
and make say ne
ko hwe edaya wa kukurasi
he will be judged
your pempi
the Ashanti regional minister will be judged by the works he leaves behind because adwuma ye jama no akwan hodo me se ko na hinso ha ya ginya say ya nya hinso utajinya se fa honma akwan ya ye ne wo min so huru ne se no o kwantoa akwan ya me say all the roads are ye duru baby bi wonma 80% 90% ye jato wonma 10 months 11 months into his government onya hwemfa ho woto
wo adwuma ya de ma wo ye o pe MP o pe
parliament TikTok so ye ka so wo sorry free one now
ono ankasa market no ho nansi I think say 2 weeks ago say on Facebook adwuma and you want to be you see, as a regional minister, head of the regional coordinating council, you coordinate activities of the various MNDAs. And the Numa as assemblies in the year, and on no, I just on now. Yes, I never. Your man for classrooms to be more PDP to because on the coy. Oko ena wa market no we wa man ho see wa pass we sanitation we try 100% we were chasing na me hwe ne say you are not serious aduma na ye ma kwasa kra no the template or the blueprint of your work you don't understand it because never we anya odia anya wa aduma no you have also na wa enti wa pass it
beba to beto wa de kakra de bodo top father be ye ko ye ni eye gastro mixture me kanfu adroi e de amao ene enumre nature medics consult and obodi adroi abedwa so na adro no eye papa titu say when your stomach ulcer na woje ho anjia koda kope eye gastric sharibi echira kwa ebebo papa amanfo dia de edi ho adanse na say kwala a short kakra besrabo a short ye ibi aba sise no de wokọ eye herbal shops awro ni nyina mu a ai wonsa ebeka bi timu ana mo frɛ bisa eye gastric sharo koda kope bi echira kwa herbal shop bi e no na pharmacy bi aro pe gastric sharibi sise a wonsa ebeka bi mensoplax mixture and on menstrual pains and menstrual disorders oba we fichiko problem e wo ho a no wakwa kope mensoplax mixture ni bi so e kira kwan e beboa pa e ma no ye pa kona kope bi e kira kwan we fichiko problem bi e ho bia wo do mensoplax mixture ni bi e beboa e mema right after 35 or call 40 no shase se wo ye prostrate ho adwuma prostate enlargement ni na kike kan wadru eye prostaplax mixture nti ado no so no ko na kojewo de se o prostate ho problem biara Prostaplax mixture ene beboa fra homa trofo so number ye 0248778899 0248778899 o friend numbers no so a Mwebia out here a free Nature Medics consult for producers of Gasto mixture, Mensoplax mixture, the Prostaplax mixture. Onsa Ebeka Samuano. Misty about will be a wombroom, Repatch Ventures, will Kanshi Drag Lane, Unique Herbal, will Takwa Edibogoso, and a Ekus Pharmacy, will Ashamai, Ube to be aqua Jodi. Kivo hot pepper. Kivo boko show and no so open diania just open your taste e wumupa makonso no spices oh kivo o ma package omo de no nicely makono so di gusti o se di gun kwan mu aduane bia wo ye bia wo hia makobia no me pacho ya men konja eye kivo hot pepper anas kivo boko show and konja no ho my bingo kitchen ho bebre no ato de egu kitchen hodom size bia opebia no se opeketo se ope ye infinfi anan adantem anas opekese pa wonsa ebeka kivo hot pepper FDA for agia to mu se eye wo de no aduane a oni problem bia nti wo so ko na kwacho de na ebema aduane ayede eye Exodus moringa and dandelion capsules me pacho hypertension and diabetes wadru ene Exodus moringa anase empo unya dandelion capsules ni bi so a ya okoto a je ni mienu okwa akoto na waje ni mienu nyina bi na ebebo papa hypertension diabetes okeka ni mienu ebum na wonoma just a wild ma say yes what shall say who changes and what we did into Exodus moringa and dandelion capsules FDA for agiatum drugstore bia become pharmacy bia herbal shop bia no okwa also onsa ebekebi na fe ye to adwumade no so no Kunadus live band ene eye yawada o ene say bia wo event be weekend na one compare live band ni bia and after china no one sha na ya kwa late obeye event weekend say naming ceremony wedding ceremony a year na abefie birthday party we hear live band e was here me pacho sha say ye booking no sisia because Kunadus live band ya na daji anyhow omo e wo bushen shase na book sisia me the number no ebema say bia we chin na nya bia na wafre na hwe se obi nkofa na dia ene na we be display e wo ceremony no ase obetumi afre 0246 627 418 0246 627 418 and now betumi afre 0242 119447 0242 119447 better still bet me after 0243 166342 that's 0243 166342 from CCR and your monchchen komo omo yard de papa your omo leader for some check wo freno anase empo unya eye omo captain anase director captain free ya edwane se wode no kasa wode omo kasa omo ebeye omwa papa akire sanitary pad so uyoba na upe pad eye kama muto pada just wow you so to say yes very comfortable na yasrache 2 panty liners me pacho eye akire sanitary pad yes, latest one on the block. In fear body, yedio, kona kope actually sanitary pad nibi. Oko ya 2 panty liners, eka wa ediacho free. Wa upe biye tu akwa kotono. Friend number is emame 0553 6614 553 661442 and I'll bet me a friend 0277 491385 3D nkomo na meko aye honorable so sepase gaw aye career stretch no so nti unya ko huna obebo papa jene telephone number number no ɛyɛ 0246 914 717 0246 914 717 wo endem yare boni bia say bi kura na ɛyɛ liver problem say bi a kidney anase empo no wani ɛna wo problem ho niema tie gu redie ni kura na friend sisi a 0246 914 717 honorable yeah sorry no na bedia wode ebe ka ho
kakra me kan say wa hunu say ade ba ko a ema ya ban yelusu elections pa 2024 national cathedral propaganda NDC for any the so-called neutrals ya ka mo asem mo de ye wo man mu te se de akufo ado ya de na me ya na nipa bi wo ha me hunu de ya na ye ade ba ye mpemu hwehwe ehwe de on se onim se esi ne yayi enra I was reading something from one of your mo journalists you say so journalist and otikumasi kuma so oni nim yansa asen obi a owi ase something from it na me respond to want at we say attorney general afale defense e court say say sika na aban no a na wo ho a mo de cathedral no e fa mra kwan so nyina na e legal nti aban na nye bone bia and comment o ye ni say enti ye tu ho a na ho ye discape aka na ye say legal enti me ka chen say o konkran a onko from Ministry of Communication for Abronsan no na ugina Abronsan 6th floor ho a to oni hwe baby a yesi national academy unya the view no nyina person de wani kohwema and you see the kind of project e course ho omo di intro say ho and I say tokro bi ne etu no baby a national they don't know what they are talking about kohwe iron rods ahura e de share from ho na the edifice no foundation no ena eye adwuma no nyina and the foundation has been built. India ya omo na omo ka say eye tokro bi na omo kotuye na omo spend the care ho no they don't know what they are talking. Maka chen say ya onkohwe me magina abronsan no so na ugina abronsan no so na say wo hwe adwuma omo aye no fom ho a even materials ya aka wo hokura na yese nkomode ye adwuma omo mfanya ofa wo quantify anyi ska ketwa enti omo ka sa anse ne say eye tokro bi na omo atu na aban tu ska ho no it is never true. The foundation sa dan na omo si no adwuma kase ne foundation ho na ewo usi dan obi a wasi dan pen bi anim se usi abronsan the foundation and na we no edifice say the city no aduma kese nyina na foundation which has been done into omo say tokro bi no omo offer sa dan we ya ntumi say di nyina keka hu bi na ama atoyire nchenti si o man mu yo ye si dan ye de aboa ma asori akoso na yanka say nkrofo bi a mo ya asorefo esori tia meanwhile ye si the same tia man kremofo obi anka hwe na so for na politics o mo ye no Ghana ndi enne attorney general na o ye NDC attorney general no afale defense e wo court e bra o mo de obi di sa asem na court say sa sika na aban na no ho a o de ye sa cathedral no onye boni bia aban na nye boni bia amanfo huru ye mo koku apai. You see, you can do all the propaganda in opposition, but in government the propaganda, the reality will expose you. Because okodru one who says Hansen no mutu opposition no mo kan sanya sanete obi amfa obi asika and when ya bok the former finance minister ya bonu say yemfa homan ko hye ne ko ne yankunu because wako sesika wo national cathedral omukwase omo awie sika ayi onyina ye Pentecost sofo papa panimu yi sa papa no de me say nyankopon ba na say nyankopon de ye ko heaven pa o kanipa ba ko obeko bi because enema oye nyina atema omudi no ye wankasa kra no enne vindication na ye ka ho asem no he has been vindicated.
But also with national cathedral ade omama ya na Deloitte and Tushra omuna
yeah omudi kan do omudi
ba omu wie ya na nsanya was it last
yeah attorney general na say
natural clatter say then you
omu say attorney general fence auditor general ko ye forensic audit enti omo adwen say give in order to hang it she say yempa kombia beka say adena ye ka kire nkrofo no sana net ntiri yempa ade mi fanhye national cathedral no but mo hwehwe mu amaye abedru sa abrewe boni bi anim enti ahwehwere mo na yentumi nka ho asem enti omo ana no omo demonize sa ade no ya na ade we bae no omo nka ho hwe no omo nkohwe asema attorney general no ni case ya wa file no court in defense of the national cathedral. No more ka say e tokro bi no mutu it is never true. Mema huma frosro mi gina ho a wo hunu bibia e wo ho nyina no hunu adwuma akoso ho anya adwuma ketwa ndisi ye jama ska ye de akomu no asaya ya nkasa ya sema Ghana for ya sema ne sika no enye se bi ka frache Akufo-Addo ne bottom sika ye o man sika me fi se nke etimi wie ya some of us me ka say near reservations I mean na me reservation wo ho pa na say na me fi se ba bi aye site no na nke betumi dia ko ba bi foforo kra bi wona me ka say University of Ghana for e wo lands be bro ntin ko mo ko sre Legon for kra na mo pa ba bi anko mo ba bi a me fi se ko because that area no e wa kra no e ho akekere so dada nti ye de sa de we ko anka traffic e be se si wo no me na ade ana me ka say ye fi say ye ne sa na ye no but ya betena bontene ye hu say the reality no adon on air say we should come back and apologize to the good people of this country and Akufo-Addo aban na mo ye sa ne man fa enya sa politics no da bia politicians nkofo nye ni enura say ye wo opposition ade ye beka no ye ba aban mu ne be hu reality na afi ne ye twen ye ko ne ye twen ye san enu bi na nura James Agaga no ko di ntro wo parliament ya speaker ka chense my friend honorable Mpacho de wo kan enye nokore wo say the abana no ho de no mo ye ni say the be ya nkrofo nyina ntwetwe mo so first forms no mo ton ni subsequent ones na mo ton no o mo ye say 4000 na ye be say nkrofo mo ato forms no bi da adan ye san ko ton bi ka ho different year bi enti yan consider mo ton last year na mo nya kwan no that was what they were doing edu ka say mo decentralize na menra de VR no chi no Agaga VR chi no nra ya say we twantro
na sasa de for back door the fire and draw the
amount say o no mu twa kwan ofa mo mu nika na di o mo chi na o mani di wachi na o di kan a I'm telling you, missing some nkofo we can opposition na they were so desperate for power me da bia me ka say send this for anwe ne buy 2024 nka de si Ghana na enye because no mo ayo mo adwen say kom bia so mo anwe ne aba no ene nka Ghana mo di jabetum. That was their thinking. Inti Nyankopon e wo kwan afa so aye ne nema enne ade reality na beto sisi e kire say sa ansem na no mo kan opposition no omo atani general afali defense say sa ansem na omo kan no enye no correct so they should come back and apologize to us.
Okay. My who say to be abencha minutes na fe
ana me wo me phone so nyina me am nkrofo na efrefre me
do
yeah party for the various
menyo number mano brown on have communication officer of the constituency
oh yeah Brian
Prophet Gan yes me say me nyini nipa no one number mano
is a hold on me receive party
who's as a parliamentarian so bokwa oh man for the from some
yes
we are building them for the future
party
Brian
before mo send messages na the various volunteer groups for Dr. Brian Champon wo mo gidi say we need unity in 2020 said the new Joshua of our party ne adwempo ane braso an idea who time has come no mu nyina mu nkoso nkura mu gidiem mu amafo hunhuna mu se ene be ma contest ne be mu afrim enye ne kore ye party ye to abari we nyina be kikire ho ne yaken ho bom ne ata Dr. Brian Champon so ne yakwa Gitumi na ba se bio party panyini Dr. Brian Champon aye MP for fourth time ni wo se wono se nke ye mia won nke be yanka contest ka ho ba kra o ene mia 3 ne be yanka contest no mba it is divine se Nyankopon na ba be hye mienu abehye adantem wo ka afane afa bom ama ye make sure say the MPP be ya kono na so do hwe mafade se de sia brand me abrand me ama me ho ya kono a obe brand abrand the new patriotic party ama wo police executive affairs nanka ye invite wo everywhere no wotime invite wo no benefit ni how now so didn't answer my betu ni no e chere say wo be the worker of the new patriotic party now wa wo ba for game nim ye dey say oh yeah Example number 2
Mate
if you men 1 men 3 men 4 men 5 number 2 adantamu no on na din kabom ne discipline ba party mama party afa nto ma pefra ne ya ibenya so mfa so nya me aduma on
David e be yi
some Brian no na me mo
ya di besia bidi ade kwaku chirabate kansa keke edie biabe ba wo say bride bi atwinity e wa ha ai boshe ba yo ya de besi ase ya bedi ya de kwaku chirabate kansa keke edie otena ya me adoma ya besa ehia ya me ehira bunyina